This was denied. The Mahalik finals of 197. Into the wireless mic, please.
When did you know how much time was left on the clock? And prior to that, when you got that takedown, I believe it was the second period or whatever, how much confidence did that give you going into the third?
The takedown really helped me out because he rode me for a little while. Really, the change in the match that gave me the most confidence was that reversal. Right at the end, I knew when we came back to the line there was about 15 seconds. And if he tied up with me, I was going to take a shot. But since he took that shot from the open, I didn't really expect that because not many people in college score from the open. So I was happy that he took it though.
Phil Davis, do you have a history with him? If so, can you talk about that? If not, what are you looking for going to that match?
I don't know if Phil knows that we have a history, but our senior year in high school, we wrestled at the senior high school nationals. He beat me in overtime. Then our freshman year, when we were both redshirt, and I know that he beat me in the open by a couple points. Then our freshman year here, after we were both All-Americans, I think I beat him by a couple points. So we've gone back and forth throughout our career. But Phil's a great guy, a great wrestler, great athlete. I think it'll be a really good match. I think we match up really well against each other.
And what are your thoughts on, you spent your whole career working towards this. This will be the last match of your career and the biggest match of your career all at the same time. What are your thoughts going into that?
I prepared myself all year. I worked hard. I feel like I've paid the price to be where I'm at. I'm in the exact situation I want to be in. I'm real confident going in. I've had a real good tournament. I can't wait to, get there tomorrow.
How much motivation did not becoming an All-American last season give you going into this season?
It was huge for me. I think if I would have won that All-American match, I wouldn't have quite had the drive that I did this year. So being an All-American 2 years in a row and then not reaching that goal again, really, really killed me, especially after I didn't really recover for a while. But once I did, Coach got me back on track, training real hard, and, I did everything right this year. And I think that really played a major, major part of me working so hard this year.
When you guys were wearing singlets that did not have your names on, any significance to that? And could you just talk about what your program has been trying to overcome, trying to become an elite program?
We're in a smaller league. We don't get very many NCAA bids, and so overcoming that, we have to dominate in our league just to be even considered in the top 10 or 15 in the country. So working hard, coaches always said, don't worry about the MAC, it'll just fall in place. Just work towards the national championship and it'll come. Getting those guys to recognize us as an elite team in the country has been our goal all year, especially when everybody has said that we're just a dual meet team. All we're ever going to be is a dual meet team, and we wanted to prove them wrong this year at Nationals, and I think we're definitely doing that.
There's no significance to the singlets?
Not really. For the longest time, we just had one singlet with our name on it, and that was it. So, last year, Coach was like, everybody else in the country has 3, 4 singlets. I think we can have a second one. That's about all there is.
Do you think how important was your quarterfinal match with Max Askren, where 7 seconds left in the second period, you caught him in the cradle and really turned the match and won the match for you? How important was that in terms of just the whole scope of the tournament, really?
In my head, that was a real important match for me because Max had kind of gotten the better of me last year in our match. He, beat me 10-2 or 12-2 or something. He really kicked my butt. But it gave me a lot of confidence coming into this semifinals match, especially because I knew his style matched up real well with mine, and he's definitely a hard person to score on. So I think it gave me a lot of confidence coming into this match against Glenn, knowing that if I can score on Askren, who is next to impossible to score on because of his rolling around and flexibility, I can score on Glenn just as easy.
In the first period of the finals, got behind a little bit, but popped a really good leg attack to tie it in the first period. Was that a key to really getting yourself going there? It looked like from that point on, you were the one taking the match to him.
Yeah, I think him coming out right away and taking me down really got in his head that, this match was going to just be him going through the motions, to beat me. And when I came back and tied the match up, I feel like he kind of second-guessed himself. I felt the momentum definitely swaying into my field when I got that takedown and tied it up going into the second period.
Well, congratulations, welcome back, and good luck tomorrow.
Thank you so much.